So amid the recent price dips, Elon Musk has shared something very important for Dogecoin and its holders, and I'm going to show you what exactly it is and what we should expect from it. But before I come to it, let's take a quick look at the overall market standings. So we are now seeing that the crypto market has been trading on the downside, and the total crypto market cap and trading volume have faced yet another dip. And it appears that concerns over a possible Russian invasion of Ukraine weighed on crypto markets this week. And this issue has wiped out roughly $160 billion in market value as investors fled into relatively safer asset classes. And we can see here that the crypto market sentiment is getting more and more fearful. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index is now sitting at the 25 level, showing that investors are extremely fearful owing to this Russian-Ukrainian issue. And we can see here that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others are still struggling to find any pace, and the overall market is currently under immense pressure. And I'll talk about what exactly is happening and what is going to happen with Bitcoin, ETH, and others. But let's talk about Dogecoin first because it appears that things are going to get better for it pretty soon. So as we can see, this post was shared on Twitter just recently, and it states that only 10 minutes after the new Santa Monica superchargers opened, they were already nearly full with a lot of people. So this is a recently opened electric car charging station where people can supercharge their Tesla cars. And we can see here that crowds are already forming here as Elon Musk and Tesla continue to deliver as the market's largest supplier of electric vehicles. And now, the important thing is that Elon Musk replied to this tweet. And you can see that Elon has announced that Tesla is going to open a futuristic diner and drive-in theater for the Hollywood area. So he's going to continue to build out these charging stations and have diners and movie theaters so that customers can have some fun and interact while they are getting their cars supercharged. Now the most important thing is that Musk shared another tweet here, and he announced that once these diners and cinemas are opened, users will be able to pay with Dogecoin. So this is a huge announcement for Dogecoin, and this is just more and more confirmation that Elon Musk and Tesla are going to continue to bring Dogecoin to the front and center of mainstream adoption. And I think this is only the beginning as we saw Tesla accepting Doge for merchandise sales via their website. And we have already seen that SpaceX has a fully funded mission with Dogecoin that will happen this year. But this is not it. There is another huge update regarding Dogecoin and Tesla, and I'm going to talk about it as well. But first, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements. So Doge appears to be in a make or break situation as it is currently trading around a critical area. And the thing to note here is that Doge is currently facing strong resistance from the 16 cents price level. So what it means is that if Doge manages to close this week on a positive note, it can clear this resistance and move above 16 cents. However, if it fails to sustain the pressure, we can expect another dip for it. But I believe that Doge can clear this resistance level and it can go past it pretty soon. This is because some strong bullish indicators are still there for it. For example, the number of its holders is gradually increasing, and the most important thing is that a majority of its holders are long-term holders. Moreover, the daily RSI value of Doge is still sitting in the neutral zone, which means that the overall sentiment is still bullish. So these things can act as catalysts, and they can help Doge to rebound from here. Now I know that you are wondering that even after this latest announcement from Elon Musk, the price of Doge hasn't displayed any momentum. So the thing is that we can't expect a surge from Doge right away. And this announcement will push Dogecoin's price to the upside once these dine-ins are officially opened and people start paying with Dogecoin. So we will have to wait for it. And I still believe that Doge is going to move to the upside since there are a lot of things going to happen for it this year. And another thing is that after accepting Doge payments for its merchandise, Tesla is now going to accept it for its vehicles as well. So we can see here that the source code of Tesla's Model 3 car is containing the Doge payments option. So this means that Tesla's website developers are currently working on adding the payment option with Dogecoin, and Tesla is now going to accept Doge payments for its cars as well. And this is believable because we know that Tesla is already accepting it for its merchandise. So I believe Elon Musk and Tesla are going to announce it pretty soon. All in all, I believe that Elon Musk has a master plan for Dogecoin, and I believe that 2022 is going to be a massive year for Dogecoin in terms of its adoption and price. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So we are now seeing that Bitcoin is struggling to find any pace, and it is struggling around the 40K price region. And it appears that Bitcoin's correlation with stocks is affecting its price. And since the stock market is under immense pressure owing to the Russian situation and the Fed's monetary policies, we may see Bitcoin continuing this downtrend for some time. And it appears that Bitcoin can now dip towards the 38K price level owing to this immense pressure on it and the overall crypto market. However, analyst Dylan LeClaire believes that since Bitcoin has hit the bottom at the 32K price level, it will not see a major crash. And this expected move to the 38K price level is actually a healthy sign for Bitcoin moving forward. And now as Bitcoin is facing another price dip, some long-term holders seem to have participated in profit taking over the past day. And we are now seeing that the long-term spent output profit ratio of Bitcoin is showing us that long-term holders are spending their coins and they are making profits. And such a trend has often been bearish. And this is exactly why the price of Bitcoin is now struggling to hold support. However, analyst Crypto Chase believes that the fact that investors have locked in more profits on Bitcoin is actually bullish. And seeing this, he is predicting that more upside is going to come. And although a short-term pullback can happen before major resistances are breached, Bitcoin still has the potential to move to the upside. And the good thing for Bitcoin is that there's a steady surge in the floor of active users when compared to previous bear cycles. So this means that while some investors remain bearish, the top-tier whale addresses continue to accumulate. So this means that whales are still bullish on Bitcoin and they are eyeing long-term gains from it. And now this is an important tweet from Tech Dev, and he is sharing some primary and secondary macro Bitcoin ideas. And he is saying that he believes that we are far closer to a bottom than a top and that the last top was over a year ago. And he believes that at least one impulse is ahead before the next macro correction, and this correction will resemble a longer version of the last year rather than 2014 or 2015. And he is saying that the local bottom may or may not be in. But it doesn't matter because accumulation entries are planned if we go lower. And seeing this, Tech Dev is predicting a strong asymmetry to the upside from here. And now, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So we are now seeing that if the current geopolitical climate prevails, then things can get ugly for Bitcoin. And on a technical perspective, if ETH manages to flip the 3.9K area, its bottom will be in and things can get better. However, a rejection from here can take ETH to the 1.7K price level. But analyst Incomesharks is saying that ETH is now right at the super trend resistance, and since it's flat, it usually has a higher chance of breaking upwards and flipping bullish. And if it does flip bullish, the next targets would be 2.9 to 3K. And while the crypto market is under immense pressure, there are still some bullish updates for it. For example, the UAE is eyeing companies and other providers within the growing crypto industry with a licensing framework. And the authorities are now planning to make the country a crypto-friendly jurisdiction. So this is positive news since it will help in the rise of crypto adoption. And as per a recent report, millennials in the United States are flocking to alternative financing methods such as cryptos to boost their financial well-being. The report revealed that by last December, about 48% of millennial households owned cryptos, up from only about 30% in June. And during the same time period, 20% of all U.S. adults reported owning cryptos. So this is just more and more confirmation that crypto adoption is rising. And this is why I still remain bullish on cryptos like Doge and Bitcoin. All in all, I still believe that Dogecoin is going to do much better in the coming time. And as we have just seen that Elon Musk is going to come up with some huge announcements for Doge, I think holders should not be worried about the current price dip for it. In any case, what are your thoughts on this?